Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen. We're casting TDL, now we're casting semifinals, CDUB Esports versus Block Roar Esports. Both teams coming off victories in the quarterfinals. CDUB won 2-1 versus the SKG, and the Block Roar, I believe 2-0 the Green Esports. We're starting off with the usual bans, with Nature's Prophet, with the Brood Mother. Stuff that we see banned pretty much every game right now. We'll see what we'll have going forward.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team back.
We get the Dusk and we get a Dawnbreaker first phase ban from the Block War, which is pretty interesting. I don't think CDUB played the Dawnbreaker once, even though maybe they do and maybe we just didn't see him because the other team picked it instead. But it's still, it's like more unusual first phase ban than the Brood Mother or the Dusk or the Nature's Prophet here.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
First pick, CDUB will pick up Rubik. Last game I watched, Rubik was definitely an amazing first pick. First phase and the first pick up for them. Was really useful, secured a lot of kills, the instant stun. As we've seen, especially like during the last game, there was a lot of stuff to steal. Was also like by far the most fun support the game, was on par with enemy 3 for long stretches of the game. We'll see what the blocker want to answer that with. Lina is in the poll if one of the teams want it. We'll see if that's what will be picked up here at the 6 and 7 pick.
Dire team pick.
You'll get Clockwork, and it will be Enigma, not Lina. If it's a Clockwork 4 with Enigma, that's like not the worst lane, but Clockwork is as likely to be a 5 here, if not more likely. And it's just a strong +5 to pair up with any ranged core. Say Drow, SF, Lina, even like, you know, already removed Nature's Prophet in other games, also really good, so. Versatile hero, has a lot of interruption. Then we'll go for the cutoff setup, and that's what they did in game 1, and it was really good. It's also early 4-staff builder for your team versus the Clockwork. A lot of magic damage, a lot of CC, and most importantly, it's really good at countering whatever lane anything has happened. You go the first time with BOTs, you have a really fast BOTs because of how fast you're farming, and then you're just rotating lane to lane. You know, wherever Enigma goes to try to push with her Eidolons, you'll be there. If somewhere, you know, Clockwork tries to initiate into your teammates, you can be there. And yeah, really good pickup. You know, unless like they'll have like some crazy answers for it. We'll see the Gyro is getting banned out as a protection for Enigma here. This isn't expected. The other heroes, a lot of times picked versus Enigma is a TA, for example. Might see that banned out as well. You know, later on there are a lot of other good heroes, but those are the heroes which are the best in the lane.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team back.
Batrider, Ember getting banned out from the CDUB. They did the same time they picked Coddle previously. Those are the heroes who are first of all annoying in lane. There's the heroes who can chase the Coddle down and just make game very annoying for him because, you know, sure, one Clockwork you can deal with, but when you have a lot of other stuff as well to worry about, it can get hard. Trying to getting banned out from the block. It seems like a good regular ban. It's also tree armor, you know, helps versus Enigma Siege. BKB canceling root for the black hole. Even though you know there's already a Rubik, so it's already like they're picking Enigma into Rubik. So obviously they're not picking it for the black hole. They're picking it for the push, for the griefs, and just for the zoo meta. Which is like, you know, it's like a scary thing to do because you're basically saying that you're all in the early game, because in late game, yeah, it's obviously not a favorite matchup, and which is why this Kato will be really good for the Radiant team, surviving the pressure, early on pressure for the Enigma, and buying them time until like later on, have it being the fact that there's Enigma which cannot cast Black Hole, or at least cannot cast a very good Black Hole most likely in this game, will be detrimental to the Dire team. Puck banned out, another hero who can jump in and force Kato to be in place, something you don't want to be. You want to be able to run around. Obviously, you cannot ban every hero that will force you to stay in place, but you can do as much as you can with such an early mid pickup here.
Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I honestly wouldn't be even against like seeing like a Slark from the Dire team. So instead, it will be a Nyx. It's a classic Kato counter. You know, every time he tries to blast, you can stun him into the blast. You can find him. He has a lot of int for the damage from the mana burn as well. Overall, right, just a really solid hero versus Kato. That does mean that they'll have 2 melee supports, and especially Nyx is a pretty weak laner. So like this Nyx Enigma can be abused with the right picks here. You know, I'm thinking again of like stuff like a TA maybe. TA plus like if you put the Rubik 4, I don't know, maybe like a TA. You know, what would I want to see here? TA Undying maybe? Yeah, TA Undying seems like really good here to me. So we'll see if that's something that they think as well.
Radiant team pick.
They'll go for the Bloodseeker instead, and Undying. Alright, so they do get the Undying. Strong support, really good versus Nyx, who is like doing nothing in lane. Bloodseeker will be able to farm, will be able to sustain versus the Enigma. They don't have the best ways to kill the Eidolons until like a bit later in the laning stage, when Undying will have a lot of points in queue, and then maybe. But it's not like it's the atrocious Enigma game, but I think this Enigma can be pressured a bit, especially like if they overextend, if they go like deep, you know, into the Undying slow. They'll get the Storm Spirit for the mid lane here. Radiant team doesn't have a lot of stuns. You know, it's basically only the Rubik right now. We've seen it before versus the Kato. It's like, it's a good initiation on top of Kato, but like if you don't kill him instantly, then after that Kato just starts to run around and force you to spend a ton of mana for him. So it's like, it is technically good versus the Kato, but it may get annoying depending on how it goes. The lane, I thought it would be Kato favored, but in the game we saw it before, Storm did absolutely fine. So maybe I was incorrect in my evaluation of that, but we'll see. Still, like, you know, the Nyx is the main Kato counter here, and the Storm is just without any answers for now. And the CDUB need their offlaner most likely, unless it's some weird Bloodseeker offlane. So they will be able to pick up some more control for the Storm Spirit. I'm thinking maybe even like something like, honestly, maybe an LC even, maybe. They will not see the Dire pick. So maybe, maybe like a Primal Beast is not the worst.
5 seconds
Maybe LC, maybe some Magnus even, to have like a return, have a team fight. There are a lot of stuff open for now. Lina getting banned out, survived till all the way till the last phase. and finally we'll get banned out considering that Dire need to carry.
10 seconds remaining.
I would like to see like a Slark,
Dire team
but it'll be a TA. Maybe Slark. You have a Bloodseeker. It's like an answer to a Slark. I feel like they'll go like maybe like a Drow or something. I don't know.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe yeah, it's hard to say because I think they want ranged, obviously, you know, with the clockwork.
Radiant team.
So maybe that's why they don't also leave the Slark and you kind of don't want them those heroes together. But as for the offlaner, honestly, even DP is still there, but I don't think they would want to DP. I think they would want like some teamfight setter hero. Maybe like a Pank offlane, but it can be abused here. But yeah, maybe they'll see maybe the Magnus.
Dire team pick.
You'll be a Mars, another teamfight setting hero. It's not the most clean of the stuns, especially like, you know, for the storm. But you know, lift could be done. You have one instant stun, then you follow it up. So if Rubik has a good game, you have ways to at least follow up on the lift. It is safer in lane, provides a lot of like teamfight utility to work around, keeping people in place with the Undying Tomb, with the Bloodseeker right, and the Coddle damage. It's not bad. So we'll see the last pick from the Black War. You know, Enigma is answered, but the Coddle is answered in heavy way as well this game. It's kind of hard to say how it will all work out. I'm using all of the reserve timer and Dire right now. The pick will come in here soon. Drow now is not good versus Mars, that's one thing. But it will be a Medusa instead. It's also here I would say is not generally great versus Mars, because you don't want to be building a BKB at least early on, and then you get just Mars ulted or Mars toggles his bulwark on and like stops your damage. You have a lot of damage in your other heroes. You know, Storm is a high damage hero. Enigma provides a lot of around like slow damage around herself. So a damage promise with Medusa isn't that big. Medusa is good into the Bloodseeker. You don't care, you can just stay in one place, and Bloodseeker cannot really burst you that well. The only problem is like being overly controlled by Coddle and Undying, and Mars obviously. So it's, I think a lot of this relies on this Coddle being relatively countered, and if the Nyx is able to match his movements, considering Nyx is a weak laner, if he gets like bullied in lane, and Nyx like this needs to be a successful next game for the Dire to win, I think, because they need to be able to like just run around with Nyx, Storm, Clockwork, and just kill a Coddle time and time again. My predictions were, I think, incorrect every of the 3 times before in the quarterfinals and this game. You know, I'll say that this, I will say Dire. And I'll say Dire primarily because the Storm is completely unanswered, while the Coddle is. So it's just the way how team addressed. each other's mid specs. Tends me to favor Rue on the Storm Spirit over here. Alright, we have instant pause, and while we have pause, we have Duster on the position 5 Undying, returning after missing the quarterfinals and using his tendon. So Fruit Basket is gone, and Duster is back. We have Sanctified in position 4 Rubik. We have Isla playing in the Mars. We have Mark on the mid Cuddle, and the Double King playing in the Bloodseeker this game. The Dire team already smoked out. We have Virgil playing in the Clockwork, which I expect to be a 5 here. Position 4, Next Assassin played by Knight. Revenant playing the Enigma. Rue on the mid-Storm Spirit. And Ice playing in the Medusa. Alright, and we'll finally start out after a small pause, which wasn't too long, thankfully. And we'll have Dire Team smoking out straight from their base. Probably just to place a couple of wards. They has 2 wards over here, and the next will just running out with the boots to place first wards. Radiant Team is not smoking up, just going just like that. Undying with 6 mangoes, the usual stuff. Yeah, nothing else to talk about right now. No big team fights in this game, unlike last one when we had 5v5s every time before the creep spawn. Maybe the CDUB are like staying a bit together by they're going in their map, but the Dire is not in right now. So I don't think there'll be a big fight. Very interesting ward up here from the Dire team. Considering Kato is in the Radiant right now, I'm not sure if he would even want to stack. Maybe it's like for later when he wants to farm those, but like he'll kind of despawn before the time when he wants to retreat in the jungle completely, and even then he probably will be first looking to go to this camp instead. So it's a bit interesting for me to see this ward, and we'll see what it is able to achieve. But right now it seems like a 2-for-2 trade with the runes. Actually, Bloodseeker tries to contest Clockwork. I'm not sure that's the best thing to do. He'll lose a bit of HP here. Not like it matters too much in the Bloodseeker, but still. It's actually like he loses quite a lot. He loses like 400 HP on that. But the good thing for them is that they saw this ward in place. I believe it was after, and they should be. But yeah, they're going straight for the D ward right now. Obviously, it'll show that they have a ward up here, but this means that if Radiant will try to de-ward, they'll de-ward this one, but this one will be left standing most likely. Alright, at mid. Mid will probably be boring. Usually, like it is like that with the Kato storm lanes. Just both farm, trade damage a bit, but right now in top lane, big Medusa arrow coming in with some Clockwork trying to stop on Rubik, but Rubik will be able to live here. Has still a couple of stack charges. And in the meanwhile, Nyx will try to pull the wave. Undying will hit him by time, but this will be the usual stuff that's happening in like every game right now. Pulling from the 4 is like something you expect to see pretty much every game, and wouldn't be surprised if Rubik pulled this wave here right now as well. But maybe they're happy with how it is as well. Starting to go in here with another clockwork shot. They weren't able to use the spear fast enough, so now this Rubik is kind of low. The Medusa gets slowed down and pushed back, and the Verifier saves Rubik on last HP, but actually he will get slowed down a bit, I think, by the creep wave, and will die out here for the first blood, going over to the clockwork. In the mid lane this game, would you see that the Kato is quite happy, and will be able to take one rune. Not that it matters too much for the Kato, but this game he won't have his support. Unfortunately, Rubik died, so there is no rotation to secure the second rune. And now on top lane they're trying to go for the clockwork. Clockwork is really low, and with Lust Mars rebuke will be enough to kill him. And are they trying to dive in the Medusa? No, they'll let him live. 10 HP is really low, so it's good for the Bloodseeker here in the bot lane. Obviously only level 2, so not too scary for the Enigma, but yeah, actually Eidolon's level 4 is 240 damage, which is exactly the same as Bloodright, which is pure damage, but I don't think he will be maxing it out. But you know, at least he can get like one Bloodright and then a couple right clicks and get a lot of last hits, so it's not the worst for the Bloodseeker over here. Top lane, they're starting to go in again on this Mars. They're getting the latch, and I don't think they'll be able to turn in time yet. He will die. Rubik will be able to live, but we see the strength of the clockwork with any ranged hero. You know, you're a bit inaccurate with your movements. The Mystic Snake deals a ton of damage and slows you down, and you just die. And now it's the same thing again. It happens like he doesn't even need he just needs the cogs and the hero to die. So this is just what will keep happening in the top lane. The power of the Clockwork 5 in current meta. And actually, this was never rewarded. Probably just because it's not worth the time for the supports to come. The Nyx comes to control the rune. Thankfully for the Radiant team, you know, Kato is not a hero that needs the rune specifically that much, so he's fine with just using it as well. Enigma is probably still unhappiest of the cores right now, but a relatively even game as for now. Yeah, and he won at least 2 levels in Bloodright, which means that he can like 1 Bloodright and kill the Eidolons with the right click after that, as long as he gets in range. And right now, this Clockwork chases down Rubik. Rubik throws him back outside of the cogs, but you're running back into Medusa then. And Rubik doesn't have a game so far. Clockwork, really good here. Oh, that is unfortunate for the Bloodseeker. His famous boots died, and he doesn't have it for a minute, and that's pretty important for having the damage for the Eidolons. And even the Duster's dies as well over here. Pretty sure it had a couple items like a boots or something on it, so that's pretty unlucky for the Radiant team over here. This Nyx looks a bit in trouble. He's level 2, and he doesn't even have the carapace, so actually never mind, he is fine. There is no slow. In the meanwhile, on top lane, actually in the mid lane, the Rubik tried to contest the rune, but Clockwork is still there, still being exactly the same annoying as he was for the most of his game. But you know, Mars gets some XP top. He's almost level 6. He needs to be careful not to die to his clockwork again, but outside of that, he should be fine. Actually, he is running with the clockwork, but good pushback before the cogs land means that he will be able to escape here unless something crazy happens. Oh, actually, they a bit misplayed here, but they tried to. Rubik wanted to go for the pushback, and Mars just wanted to survive. And now even the Kato TP's in. He has the BOT, so it's not the worst. He has like just a very low cooldown on the bots, but dude, this clockwork is a menace. He is a complete menace for the Rubik, and like it's just, what do? I mean, you just die every time you get the better assault. It's so hard to play for him. And you know, now Storm Spirit comes in with a double damage, gets cleans up another kill. And like, sure, Cutoff can rotate, but with how much with how well lanes went for the missed the good blinding light pushback means that he receives a full on eliminate blast, but it's a bit not enough damage to the Nyx assassin here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, in here, Clockwork tries to go in for killing Rubik again, but this time Mars is around, and with level 6 with the arena, it will be enough to finally get a return kill onto this Clockwork and stop the bleeding for the Rubik. And the bot lane, they tried to go for the Enigma, and this is enough. And with the blinding light, push back also helps a bit. They don't have any stuns for the Nyx TPing out, but still good. You know, they got 2 kills pretty much simultaneously in 2 different lanes. Enigma is definitely behind. You know, this Medusa is a problem, and she already has a Yasha 9 minutes, and I don't think she has any stacks, but they have some answers to the Medusa. You know, they have the blinding light, and they have the Mars Arena. So until she gets the BKB eventually, they have ways to stop her attacking at least. And the Enigma, who you don't want to have a good game, you know, so you won't be run down with the griefs, early griefs and stuff like that. So at least you have that for yourself. Nice word from our team sees their Rubik coming in, but with the slow and the stun coming in onto this Clockwork, I think this Clockwork will be going down here very, very shortly. There is another eliminate. If they need it, it will come off. And actually, the kill goes to the Mars. And they have arena. They have the arena there. They can kill this Medusa. With a stun coming in, they will have another Fate Bolt as well in a second. And this Medusa has no mana. Actually pops this stick. It helps a bit. And this was a mistake. Now they forced the Medusa back on their tower. And they're trying to get this Mars on the Storm Spirit. He has no mana left on the Storm Spirit, and he gets stunned up, and with a couple red clicks, Storm will overcommit and die. And the Clockwork, are you sure you want to run into this? Are you really sure you want to run into this? I was not sure you want to run into this, because this Clockwork will end up dying. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, committing a black hole, they will kill off the Bloodseeker, and will lose the tower here. This also means that the Enigma now gets her mech delivered here, and 2 teams will be trading out their towers most likely, even though the Dire team may try to defend this. the Storm Spirit is TPing back, and they don't have a Tombstone for a bit still. And oh, they get a DK, so they know he's there. I'm not sure if they can land anything, but they're trying to go good spear though from the Mars, full range. Storm Spirit thinks about zipping on, but will decide against it. Undying, unfortunately though, will be dying to the Nyx coming in with the Vendetta. They didn't lose their cores on the support for a tower dying over here, so it's okay. The Rubik also has an Impale, so the Storm needs to be a bit careful. If he gets telekinesis in the Impale, might be instantly dead. Mars is halfway to his blink, and the Bloodseeker has his Maelstrom working on the BKB. Word, maybe good protection wards like meaning this Medusa is absolutely for farming. Almost done with her mount at 12 minutes, and really good timing for her. And you know, for the Radiant team, I think they want to try to wait out till this Mars blink. Probably not Bloodseeker BKB, but Mars blink, and then they'll try to go for more. Actually, they're lifting up the Medusa, and she will get a bit of low, but this will not be enough. And now Rubik might be in a bit of trouble. They're chasing him down. There's a Vendetta, there's a stun. This Rubik looks completely dead to me. He stuns Storm for a bit, but it won't be enough. And the Storm gets a kill. In the bot lane though, they're looking for a wraparound. But they're on the ward right now. So... Oh! Did they not see this one? No, they did. But maybe they're just scared of going to kill it straight away. Yeah, they will kill it off now. Mars will have his blink pretty soon in 500 gold here. And, invisibility. Oh, they start to go in the bot lane. Mars, Arena popped. Now, maybe a bit scary. They don't have any stuns though. They used everything. Oh my! Okay, I thought she bursted, but no, she lived. And in the top lane, meanwhile, they will go in the Bloodseeker, and there they do have the stuns. They will kill off him. And yeah, this was like they have very limited stuns. If they don't have Rubik there, like. Only 2 stuns for the whole team, which means that a lot of times people will just be able to TP as soon as they see those spells used or hero not being in the range. And in the bot lane, they should be careful. On the Mars gets his blink to him right now on the courier, but there is a Storm Spirit with a bottle with the region rune, but Nyx decides to just fall back. He had, I think, his Vendetta running out, so Storm Spirit didn't want to risk it by going so deep. Alright, smoke coming in from the Radiant team, and they see this Storm. They really want the Storm. They will get the stun, but this will be enough with the Coddle Illuminate coming to enough damage. Rubik tried to steal spell from Nyx, will only get the Spike Carapace level 1, which is not great. There is an Undying that is stunned and killed off immediately. And now the Clockwork will go back in. There is a Protection Arena coming in. Buyback as well from the Undying. And will they get a kill of Undying? I mean, of the Clockwork with a push back? Yes, and they even push back the Medusa on low ground. I'm not sure if that's something they wanted to actually do. But they will. Medusa is here. She is now getting ruptured, and she's getting pretty low. Instant cancel on the Enigma Black Hole with the Silence, with the Orchid on the Coddle, and now we see that they can just TP out. They will throw back the Nyx, but in the mid lane, while that is happening, they will kill off the Bloodseeker with the Storm, who already respawned. And we see like the limit, you know, like at least now they have an Orchid for a bit of additional protection, but like it's still so hard for them to play. Oh, and a good Orchid coming in onto the Storm. Will there be a bit of additional damage? Not right now. And the Storm lives and starts to go in, and the Kato gets pushed back. Kato will be chased down by the Storm, and right now the Radiant team overcommits in the mid and loses like 6 or 7 heroes altogether after all the buybacks. And just people respawning and dying again. Yeah, like they literally only have Mars for controlling the fights. And, it's kind of rough for them right now. They need the BKB on the Bloodseeker, and they probably like, and even then, like people just can run away from them. They need so much. Maybe this is like an Axe game for the Kato, but it's hard. And you know, while that is all happening, like they're now far behind after that last fight in the mid lane. Committed so hard, but wasn't enough.
Radiant are scanning.
Right now, ward placed by the Clockwork. They will see. They see this Bloodseeker running in, and they immediately go in with a couple more spells. He's instantly dead. And the rotations are coming in extremely late from the Mars. He will get the nice dodge from the Storm Spirit, and now they will need to settle for like probably a Clockwork. But even then, does Clockwork even die here? I'm not sure he does. This is so bad for the Radiant team. And you know, now Kato is in the middle of nowhere. Dead as well. Mars with no arena, no Bloodseeker, and they're just they're getting chased down. And this looks like harder and harder. With how far, like, they need to, you cannot fall behind in this game versus the Medusa and the Radiant team, because they don't have that much damage, and now they are, and Medusa almost has a Skadi. And how do you actually kill her without like hard committing? And you know, and you cannot hard commit because there's so much other stuff happening at the same time. Like, look, they cannot kill a Bloodseeker. Like, I mean, Clockwork. They try to kill a Clockwork, and while they're trying to kill a Clockwork, they're all dying. It is so hard. They will push back the Medusa under the Rupture, but doesn't do any damage at all. And like, okay, they're trying to keep them in place, but Bloodseeker just gets stunned from the Carapace and dies immediately. And at the same time, like, 3 other heroes are dying, and the Kato gets stunned up from the Carapace as well, but Storm is out of mana, so he will be alive, but yeah, there is just no way for them to fight. And they realize there is no way for them to fight. They'll just GG out, and they'll just play for the game too. Here, you know, they did it the same in their other series. This team, like, when they see that they're behind and they see that there's really no way for them to fight, they're willing to GG out and just play for the next. You know, no reason to tilt yourself more, dying like more into the game that it's so hard to win. So we will be back for the game 2, where hopefully the CDUB Esports will have more answers for the block roar. Stay tuned. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the game 2 of the TDL semifinals. It's Block Roar Esports versus CDUB. Block Roar won game 1 and were pretty convincing in their victory. And at least I think it was Block Roar. No, I'm second guessing myself. And my ability to remember things that happened 10 minutes ago, but
10 seconds remaining.
Jam is already. Just to make sure, let me just check
5
it now.
seconds remaining. Dire team back. Dire team pick. Radiant team.
Yeah, it was Block Roar Esports, right? Just to make sure that I was not incorrect. And now we have a first phase sniper with the Enigma coming in, so they tend to really favor the Enigma. They even protect it with a Rubik Band in the first phase this time, so that the Enigma will have even more fury in the late game. They have a sniper there, which is pretty good in lane versus the Beastmaster, if you know, he's able to throw all the shrapnels and kill the Beastmaster. Beastmaster doesn't have any escapes. They also can kill the boars pretty quickly with that. Then the Dire team, the Beastmaster, we have the Miranda, we have the Clockwork. Strong supports. We've seen the power of Clockwork in the last game, how a strong Clockwork 5 can be. We see the Miranda. In a way, it can also be like a defensive pick because you might want the Miranda against the Beastmaster. But it's always a good hero. It's a good follow-up. It's a lot of damage, especially with your other support providing more of like, you know, it's slow CC type of hero. Sniper has escapes though versus the Clockwork. You know, it builds the pike, it builds the shard. And they're picking up the Riki for themselves, so they are going to be playing with the 5 or 4 Riki, whichever the one they will choose here. But minute 15, we're waiting for that. We'll be waiting for the dart, and there are some good targets here. You know, if you can isolate the Beastmaster on his own, if you can kill the Mirana, you know, with the silence protected from leaps, and there's a relatively good hero here.
Team pick.
And they will have a Kunkka. So it's a hero, another hero who can frontline for the sniper. It's a hero who can run in first, you know, with it, like, so the Enigma doesn't, or they can just run in together. It's a good hero to set up after the dart, you know, it's easy dart into the long range torrent combo, or and stuff like that. Like, they have a lot of long range poke, and it's also a clear for the Beastmaster creeps. Also, not sure if that's something they would be looking to do, but they could put Kunkka 1 in sniper mid if that's you know, what the enemy draft will show, because Kunkka is good at killing the Beastmaster boars, but not. We'll see what they want to do, because sniper is also good at that. But you know, maybe if they have a mid which is really good against Kunkka on the dire team, maybe they will want to swap. It's interesting to see, but most likely it's a Kunkka mid and sniper safely here. Using a lot of reserve time, both teams down to 10 seconds in the CDUB, so the pick will be coming in here pretty soon. And they will decide that they want a Primal Beast, so this is a hero who can get on top of a sniper, again can you know, force him to just run away constantly. Later on with the Blink, it's also like immediate initiation, so he cannot like force staff himself out. Obviously there is stuff to cancel it, and like, unlike playing Clockwork, I mean, it's like, might be annoying to play into Riki, because you know, of the cloud, easy cancel on the ulti, but still it's a hero that can get up a sniper at they needed it. But it'll also most likely be a Primal Beast mid, and here is like the fact that Primal Beast is really good versus Kunkka in lane, I think, because it's a melee hero and you can just get on top of him. Unless he gets killed like early axe mark, and that's not something you want to do. But at the same time, you can already put sniper in mid versus Primal Beast, because then you also get to run on top of and die. I think that like level 5 maybe would be a good lane, but you know, both heroes are 5 and sniper is 3 levels in headshot. You just pound and Primal Beast a bit, but I don't think they would want to. I think they'll need to suffer their loss and put Kunkka mid and hope Kunkka survives.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
In the raid team, they'll ban Gyro again, protection for the Enigma. They didn't want to pick up a carry Gyro here in the second phase for a CDUB. It's obviously not great versus sniper. You know, you would need like to somehow like go a blink or some weird stuff to get on top of him. Not something you want to do, but still, just to make sure, they will ban the Gyro out. And, we'll see what else they want to do. Maybe like a Spectre or something wouldn't be too bad. Sounds like terrible into Enigma lane, but so that will be a Void. It's a teamfight controlling hero. They don't have best damage into that, but still, like sniper, you don't want to have another hero for sniper to worry about. So I don't mind it.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, and they missed a ban on the Dire team. They ran out of reserve time, and I think they didn't ban another hero, so we'll see if this will hit them. Wait, they'll put a Warlock 5. Okay, yeah, they needed the 5. Oh yeah. Okay, so what? Okay, yeah. So it's it's everything is fine. So Warlock will be there to help Sniper in lane versus the Beastmaster with the region. I don't think it's great. Do they want to put like Sniper actually mid and put Kanka 1 with the Warlock? There's a Spectre that I was talking about. Not great into Enigma lane, but at least it's good at getting another hero to get on top of the Sniper. And the Rue was their mid, I believe. He played on the Storm last game. So they are putting the Sniper in mid, they're putting the Kanka in top lane with the Warlock to help him sustain against the Beastmaster and Mirana harass. And it's interesting to see how the mid Sniper will work out here. You know, they realize that the Sniper early pick will be a bit hard for them to protect, like with all the jumping heroes in the Dire team. So they opt out to put a mid. We'll see how the lane goes at Primal Beast. Because I feel like if he's not careful enough, he can get solo killed by Primal Beast. But if he doesn't, eventually he can blow him out of lane like level 5-ish, level 4 or 5, I think. So we'll see. You know, used to not have a lot of faith in the Warlock. Talon did some good stuff with the Warlock on the major, and maybe that's why we'll see more Warlock popping in whatever games are played today, because tomorrow will be a new patch. But the upheaval is definitely not the worst spell. It's also really good versus Spectre, you know, like Spectre, like if you're able to just cast it up, it slows the Primal Beast, slows the Spectre, so I can see using this Warlock. And honestly, I would want to say that I feel like the Radiant have an advantage a bit in this game, you know. Obviously the Dire team is usually the favored one in the current meta, but I really like the Radiant heroes, and I think like sure they have answers for the Enigma black hole, but I think that they do have a good like good heroes, and I like how they match up with the Warlock and Conquer there. Radiant team will invade a bit. They don't have strong at level 1. They have Ricky and the Kanka. They're about to run into, and this Beastmaster might be in trouble. And there is a trap on level 1 coming from the roof. Not you know, like normally will go for the hotshot, but now he will skill the shrapnel, and he will get the first blood off this. Obviously, he's not a bottle buying mid, so it's not the biggest of deals. But still, you know, he gets a free radiant band. He gets more damage in lane. Always will help versus the Primal Beast. Now, instant pause and unpause, and some weird stuff is going on a bit there. But sure. And they see this Primal Beast in the ward right now, so they're all prepared. Primal Beast will try to go in. They're all here. Yeah, so he knows, and he'll back out and go to block the wave. And indeed, yeah, we see that the Conquer is heading towards the bot lane, and in the top lane it will be a Clockwork with a Spectre. Not the best lane, you know, you normally want to pair up the Clockwork with a range damage dealer, but they opted out for the last pick Spectre to have the more jump on top of the Sniper there. Yeah, I feel like, you know, the fact that he went Shrapnel, sure, he got a kill, but it'll make his life a bit worse. But maybe Shrapnel is not even that bad versus the Primal Beast, because you force him to move slower, so he does less damage with the Trample. Makes a bit of sense, but... Although Warlock has surprisingly a lot of damage. He went for like circuits and branches in Fair Fire. So he has like 60 right click, so he can treat this Mirana, not too terribly. top lane. They're doing clockwork things. Trying to force Enigma out, unfortunately. Too close to the Radiant Tower, so it's not that scary, and he's getting slowed down a bit. They don't have Malefice, they don't have the Blink Strikes anymore, so he'll be safe, but a lot of HP trading happening here so far. Difference is Ricky has this healing salve and the Clockwork does not. He has at least tangos coming in career right now, but this looks to be a ward instead of career here, traded out, and immediate other de-ward the other way. Yeah, that's this is what will happen. And I think Enigma should be happy being left alone in lane versus the Enigma while Clockwork is chasing around to Ricky. Ricky doesn't care, he has so much regen, and Enigma should feel pretty fine just CSing here with a ton of Eidolons versus the Spectre. We've seen the mid lane in terms of CS, 2 levels in headshot now. So this is where it gets a bit hard for the Proud Beast to get in top. He doesn't even have onslaught, so he's not looking to go for that all-in play. He tries to sustain himself with the uproar. That trample, so level 4, maybe he'll try to do something. We'll see about that. And obviously, Kunkka is very happy playing against the Beastmaster. Beastmaster cannot really threaten him. Oh, and the Clockwork goes down. Ricky will go down in return, but it's a traded kill, so it is fine. For them, Clockwork will come back from base, now has boots and windlace, so will be faster and more annoying, but yeah, it's alright. Spectre has a ton of mangoes, so opting out for the, has like 10 regen, which is insane. So it's hard for the Enigma to pressure her with the Eidolons. Yeah, this Primal Beast is really suffering right now. I thought it's like a bit scary, but obviously playing a melee hero into sniper mid, maxing out the headshot is very annoying. Bot lane, Kunkka is pressuring this Beastmaster as we see. This is what's bound to happen. Like, it's a sad Beastmaster lane. He's bringing out the helm so it'll get easier. And but he's very low here and very sad. Warlock is also coming back, will heal up the Kunkka a bit, and yeah, it's just what can you do for them? In the mid lane as well, like Sniper is so far ahead. I think he went 2 points in Shrapnel now as well, so he's just pressuring this Brown Beast as much as he can, and the wave is in his high ground, so Brown Beast can't even pressure him that much even if he wanted to, and now there it is, the pop take aim, and like it slows down the trample damage so much because of the constant slow. So like just rough for the Brown Beast over here. And rough for the Beastmaster, who's about to go down with more and more right click on the Kunkka, will go down the Beastmaster. And the worst part for the Beastmaster is that the wave is dying at the tower while he's dead. It's not what you like to see. And and the next one is pulled as well. So it's like you're losing essentially 2 waves, except for outside of a death. And the Primal Beast, even is not laning, he's like running around doing something, but it feels like level 5 Primal Beast mid is pressured by Ricky, which is not great. Because Ricky also knows that the Enigma can like solo lane, and she's completely fine. Like they'll try trade farm with the Spectre, but even if he comes, they cannot really contest her. Like both heroes will just farm. So Ricky leaves. Ricky feels fine, and now this Primal Beast gets the rune, but was it worth the rune for the death there? At least the kill goes to the Warlock, and now they're finding a big camp here, and with level 1 upheaval with the shrapnel, they'll be trying to take it with the fatal bonds as well, and they will take most of it, if not all, and also the screwer as well at the same time. And holy shit, that's a big stack. I don't think they will be able to take that one, but at least they're taking the big camp. But yeah, that's like what, a 4 stack? I think it's 4 stack. Most likely going to the Spectre with the Blade Mill at some point. Don't think they have. Maybe Primal Beast, but not sure how good the Primal Beast would actually farm the Ancients. Oh, and now the Primal Beast using Onslaught aggressively. He's in trouble here. He's slowed down and immediately dead. That was a big misplay. Using Onslaught aggressively in this game with so much slows means that you just die after you're done. You're slowed down, and at the same time in the mid lane they're X marking and killing the Mirana as well. Everything is going perfect for the Radiant team. Like, sure, your Spectre is farming, but look at this. There is a black hole, and the Spectre is not farming anymore. Spectre is sitting in the fountain. Sure, he has a blade now, but Enigma is fine losing a bit of HP for the kill there. And a successful first black hole. Warlock will die here, so second kill for the Dire team will finally come in, but Warlock is fine with that. You know, okay, and the Beastmaster, this will be recovery Ancients for the Beastmaster. This is something you would see like in 2012 when offlanes were completely sacked like most of the times and was 3-1-1 meta, and the Beastmaster would get picked and would just stack Ancients. Beastmasters and the like Tide Hunters, they would stack Ancients and just farm them eventually. And this is what's happening here right now. Like, this is the state of this game, of how bad this Beastmaster feels, that he feels the need to do this.
Radiant are scanning.
And the Radiant team is invading the jungle, and he's so low. He's just he's just straight up dead, and there is even a couple big creeps still left for the Conquer to take. And those are the big ones. Those are the juicy ones. The 100 gold each, or like 70 gold each. He will get jumped here though, so maybe he will pay with his life. At the same time, Clockwork dies somewhere else. Actually, he dies like on the low ground here, but yeah, they wanted to get the big Ancients. Maybe it wasn't worth it with a big team rotation here. But at the same time, top Enigma starting pressing the tower. You know, Spectre went to the fight, didn't have a TP, so Enigma felt safe just pressing the tower, taking more than half of the HP. Now Clockwork returns and she sees the TP from the Spectre. It might be a bit too late, but the Clockwork actually didn't go. I think this Enigma may have died if this Clockwork wasn't positioned. Now everybody's here. No black hole for a long time. Clockwork is around, Riki is around, everybody's around, and oh my god, the damage from all the Eidolons. This Clockwork is just straight up dead immediately from all the damage coming in from the Enigma. Yeah, level 4 Eidolons, when there is 6 of them, you cannot underestimate the amount of damage that they do. And now in the bot lane, Kunkka decides to use the combo on top of this Beastmaster, but not enough damage, and he doesn't have follow-up. Now he will get onslaughted by the Primal Beast, has the armlet, but I don't think he'll be able to survive here, and he ends up going down. They get the top tower, but lose their Kunkka for that. And the Spectre for now is farming in the jungle, nearby the enemies, but not in vision. It's on her own ward, sitting right on top of her. Needs to be a bit careful. There is no black hole, but we'll get attacked here a bit, but should be fine. Bot tower also going down to Beastmaster with the help of Dom. Let's turn on the net wards, and we see that, you know, all the Radiant cores are on top right now, starting with this Sniper, who is working towards the Maelstrom, going full carry items here. Obviously, you know, maxing out the Shrapnel. Usually you see mid ones go 4-4-0, but this time he wants to farm. He realizes he's the main carry. The Kunkka is like the second person, even though he's technically at +1 here. And Riki scouts Clockwork, but cannot do anything. It's not mid 15, so it doesn't have a dart, but mid tower taken. There is a glyph, but I don't think they'll be popping it here. Tower taken it very early as well. And that's what you want to see versus the Spectre. You want to limit where she farms, because the hero farms pretty slowly, and you want to limit where she can be. So, you know, because she cannot flash farm like that, like some other heroes in the game. And the mech done as well in Enigma, Black Hole back up. So it's pretty scary timing for the Dire team right now. And right now, Ricky sees this Beastmaster about to run into. Oh no, he didn't run out. Didn't run into, and then now, runs into the range, but actually he's able to escape at last second. There is another wild access in 3 seconds. Will Ricky be able to escape? Will he be able to escape? He escapes for now, and he TPs, and there is no vision, and they miss from the shockwave. Means that Ricky will escape in time while his team leaves. Very nice jump out. I thought it was a guaranteed kill under the sentry which is placed here, but not enough damage on the Beastmaster right now. You know, he maxed out the wild access, so there is not much attack speed coming from the inner abyss, so his summons don't do that much damage yet. And in the mid lane, people start to go into the Primal Beast. He's slowed a bit, he's X-marked, and with the Kunkka ulti bringing him back, I think he's absolutely ultra dead here. Kill will end up going to the Kunkka from the Timebreaker, and another kill on the enemy team before the shard. And you know that after the Reiki shard will come out, the Dart will make kills like that just a bit easier. Warlock also should be noted, maxed out the bonds. You know, we've seen it from on the major, from the town that they opted out to go like 2 levels in the bonds before maxing out upheaval, but not this game. We'll see a maxed out bonds here. Obviously very good with the Kunkka's cleave, and right now though he'll get jumped in the bot lane, and I think he should get going down here. Actually no, there is not so much damage. Shadow Ward. He even thinks about popping the ulti, but he doesn't. And like the Beastmaster realizes he doesn't want to do anything with that. Mass TPs protecting the Warlock, and the Clockwork with this game, unlike the last game for the Block War, cannot do that much as of yet. And the Grease getting delivered to Enigma, and you know, Enigma after that going BKB. Obviously, it's not the easiest Black Hole game. She probably needs like BKB and Lincolns to get off a good one, but also, you know, a lot of times Beastmaster. First of all, you don't have a blink on the Beastmaster, and second of all, you don't want to waste your time just sitting there around and trying to go on the Primal Beast, but Primal Beast will just get out with the rest of the double damage that he had there. And Enigma, as I said, like realizing it's not the easiest Black Hole game, she just wants to go for the pipe. She just wants to protect her team against the Primal Beast damage. This is the most important thing. Like, if they are able to out-sustain the first jump from the Primal Beast and first initiation, it'll get much easier for them after that. The Dart will also be coming out in just 15 seconds here, which will make all those initiations a bit easier in the bot lane. Meanwhile, we see the Clockwork going under the Warlock, and now this time there is nothing to save the Warlock. Warlock will end up going down, tries to drop the ulti, but too long animation cast while near the Clockwork. So maybe it's even for the best that he doesn't. It would be a wasted Warlock ulti there. Maybe he was just pump faking as well. We're relatively quiet in the game. I haven't seen a lot of successful like arrow kills or arrow catches. So mostly just walking around, playing for ulti, and playing for the future game here. Right now, the Kunkka is going into the bot lane. There is a lot of dire heroes in the bot, and the hookshot is up. They see the Warlock, but I'm not sure if they want to go on him. And now there is the arrow going on top of this Riki. Riki will end up going down. The Warlock drops the golem. They will get a return kill on the Clockwork, I believe, here with the Kunkka bringing in the ghost ship with him. Bot wave though gets heavily pressured by the Beastmaster. I'm not sure if the Kunkka will be there in time to stop it, I think this tower will end up going down. Actually, they will. Okay, they will use the glyph, which means that it will survive for now. They don't have a Trent or anything, so it will go down eventually, but not as of right now. Beastmaster is bringing out his Helm of Overlord right now, so he will be taking out the Ancient Black Dragon. We'll be able to split push much more effectively with just one creep dropping the fireball in the waves. In the mid lane, the first Sharp Dart jumping in. Oh, just out of range. Was so close to catching the Primal Beast, who's very, very far away from his BKB. Didn't have a very good game in the mid versus the sniper, and suffers for that right now. They are going on the sniper, but oh, bad cogs, actually forcing him back out. Might have been a kill, but Spectre ulti committed for nothing, and even without having any save items yet on the sniper, I think he should be bringing out. Yeah, he's bringing out the Pike now, but that was before the Pike. That would be a very good kill to get before a big spike in survivability for the sniper, but not this time. And right now they see the dart coming in under the Mirana. Mirana uses one deep, but Silence will come out right now, and this Mirana looks extremely dead right away. Actually, no, she will survive, but yeah, this is the price you pay for having 4 for all and assassinate, no assassinate. You know, this is the method, this is the better build, but sometimes people will just escape with just a bit left over. Now, another dart going onto the Spectre. Spectre starts to, like, it's pressured like a bit. He has heroes sitting behind him, but it's like, is it good for you that you're just wasting all the time here? Not sure. And right now, they're chasing around. Apparently the Ancient Black Dragon will get slowed down. They're attacking it. Let's see if they can bring it back. Actually, Ricky needs to be careful. Ricky gets a bit low here. And the Ancient Black Dragon will survive. We'll go back out of that engagement. They really want the top tower on the Radiant team. They really want this tower so they can take the enemy jungle and get the outpost and prepare for the next Roche, for the first Roche. But as of right now, Spectre just protects the lane too well, and has the axe as well, so she has the potential to jump on anybody her Primal Beast or any other of the heroes go without having to use the hunt. You know, still, like, enemy carry, enemy sniper, Radiant cores are still on top of the net worth, and there is BKB on the Kunkka working on the heart next. That is some interesting, unusual builds. Right now, Riki sees the Mirana, sleep darts her, and will just run away. There is a sentry in nearby, so you should be careful. But right now, oh, very nice tricks of trade dodge, but we'll see if he's able to run away. I don't think so. At the same time, there is Primal Roar used on the Warlock. Warlock will end up going down. At the same time, Riki lives for now, escapes, but will get killed off. The Beastmaster will pay, but two for one trade, 2 supports going down for a carry. Really, he wasn't in position, and I don't think, like, they were in a bit of a different pages. Like, Warlock was there to try to save the Riki, but other heroes keep it in too late, and just kind of thought different things. Primal Beast tried to get the double damage and the haste at the same time, but haste was denied by the sniper. So no, like, doubling the effectiveness of a Primal Beast right now. Primal Beast gets his BKB, and now will be way more protected in this game. And Enigma almost has her prep, which will help her team survive versus that initial jump. But as of right now, I'm not sure if Dire knows or wants to defend the Roche, because I think they will be just giving up the first Roche right now. They have a Clockwork Rocket coming in, but they will see as just half HP, and don't think they'll be there in time. They also have like a Enigma around. They have a lot of protection. They have a Warlock with a Golem, and They will actually, no, they will try to jump, and the Spectre can go back in with the Clockwork jumping in. The Roche is still there. It will get taken by the Kunkka, and a good black hole from the side will pop the Clockwork, and now the Spectre is so low. Will this Spectre end up going down instead? No, it will be a Sniper going down. Kunkka alive with the Aegis, but what can he actually do here? The Spectre actually end up going down to the Kunkka. I'm not sure what it was. Kunkka loses the Aegis, but will come back out straight up here and tries to do more and more damage, but I'm not sure how much he can do. And I think he just needs to try to escape here. It was a bad position for them to get caught, but now Ricky is coming actually from the other side. He's not there right now. Kunkka gets healed, but Kunkka starts to go down, and Ricky is late to the party. He finally starts trying to do damage, and maybe this is enough for the Primal Beast. With it will, and the Dart also coming in on the Beastmaster. I don't think he has any follow-up though. His team is still just respawning. They're trying to come in time. Maybe one more Dart, maybe 3 seconds. But I think this will be too much of a jump, but maybe it's not. Maybe he is. Yeah, he is trying to go. And there is a Warlock. He doesn't have ulti. He has the upheaval. I'm not sure if that was the play, but Beastmaster will. Okay, yeah, it was the play. Beastmaster is going down. Clockwork will go down. And then Mirana, I think we'll be able to escape here with just 80 HP. Overall, huge fight for both teams. I think it was pretty even. I think it started with like 4k advantage, now it's 3k. Really good timely jump from the Clockwork there. I think if like they stole the Aegis, it would be a way worse fight to the Radiant, but they were able to get at least on Kunkka. Obviously would prefer it on the Sniper, but yeah, they risked it. It was like, you know, it wasn't a complete disaster, it wasn't the best case scenario. So both teams just live on to fight another day. Kunkka almost done with his heart, but right now they're jumping on top of the Warlock. Warlock doesn't have the ulti. But Clockwork will go down immediately, and Kunkka pulls back the Spectre. Sniper survives for now, gets pushed back away from the Primal Beast. Primal Beast still has the BKB, and now the second round they will go on top of the Sniper. They will kill up the Sniper, but Golem comes out, and there is more damage coming in with the bonds on everybody. Looking for the big cleave right now. The Beastmaster will end up going down. Spectre, it's also there, pretty low. They are trying to find the Riki. They will find the Riki. First, the Enigma is also low. 2 seconds till the Griefs. Will she be able to survive? Griefs. They will, and that's enough to save the Kunkka as well. And can Kunkka be able to get the Spectre? No, Spectre pops the Shadow Step. Will kill off the Kunkka, and now they're trying to chase down the Enigma on the Mirana. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Mirana will get Maleficed, will get stunned, but now the Spectre also comes in. Enigma doesn't have the Black Hole. If she would have mana, it would be actually maybe scary, but without the mana, it is a good trade. The Spectre starts to get big. 4 kills there, and the Sniper, who I thought almost survived there, but was just not enough. Very good fight for the Dire team. We start to see the strength of the Spectre with the Ags. Like, as we're getting later into this game, she's still not like, she's not the first in the net worth, but it feels like she's the most important hero in the game right now. Blank also down in the Beastmaster. Blank drums. He knows that he needs to go on the backlines. He knows he needs like to like they play all for something to start something with for the initiation. Right now they will start to kill Miran on the radio team though. The heart also done on the Kunkka. So Kunkka will be way more survivable in the fights like those. And Warlock runs into the Primal Beast. Primal Beast will just push away, not interested in fighting right now. Has the blink, working on the shard next. On the Primal Beast. 4 staff on the Clockwork. Does Mirana have? Mirana has Griefs actually, so that's pretty big. A lot of usefulness for her own team. And the Black Hole is still up after the last fight, where it was not casted. Actually, I think yeah, she was too low mana by the time it came back up. Working in BKB next, and Octarine is the choice here for the Enigma. They're running into the Clockwork, and I think Clockwork needs to be a bit careful here. Oh, that's not a good bonds, but there is an Alphise, there is a Black Hole coming in on 2 heroes right now. Under the effects, the Primal Beast will die before getting above the BKB. This was an overextension somewhere elsewhere. The Riki died to the Beastmaster ulti with the help of the Shadow Step. You see the global presence, but global presence doesn't matter if you can kill people with a Black Hole.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Pretty nice word, I think. Not sure if Radiant will be able to find it at any point. Like, it's not, you know, it sees like most of the rune. And obviously there's this word, you know, like they have very good this area of control here. They see like when Radiant team goes from the river up here or up here. Really good vision overall, like all 3 crosses. And this is like a word, it's not that unusual, but it's like, it's hard to find because like it's not nearby anything else that you would do keyword, you know, like while I was talking there is a big fight apparently going on, the Clockwork going down. They're trying to chase for more. There is a Dart and 4, and now the Primal Beast will go in return. There is no. Are there any BKBs for the Radiant team? Place? I don't think so. The Kunkka does have the BKB. Actually pops it now. The Primal Beast starts to get low, and with big bonds, the Spectre is already very low. They're trying to kill off the Kunkka, but Kunkka is healing up from with the power of the card. Will end up going down, but Spectre pays with her life for that. And the 2-4-4 trades, you cannot fight as 5 all into the fatal bonds. It is a grave, like, I wouldn't say mistake, because it's like, this is just what's bound to happen, you know, you all go into the same target. You try to finish it up, there is bonds, there is like a big cleave, and everybody suddenly is like losing half of the HP. So, it's just the power of bonds when you survive to this, and like, everybody's dead, and they don't have much buybacks. They don't have buyback on the Primal Beast, they don't have buyback on the Beastmaster, so the Radiant team really wants to take this this tier 3. I'm not sure if they will be. They actually have the Eidolons as well, so maybe they will be with the Sniper already done with his BKB. Working on a Silver Edge will be very helpful versus the Enigma, versus the Spectre. Taking a tier 3, I don't think they will be looking for more. They're trying to pressure out a bit, and will they pay for it? No, there is a 4-staff coming out to save the Sniper, another pike, and they will just be getting out here. No Haunt, but there is always that Shadow Step, which is pretty low cooldown. Clockwork also being safe right now, and yeah, there is the Spectre coming back in. I'm not sure if they wanted to fight others. Actually, they have the outpost, so Kunkka is there. Kunkka will be dropping the Rum on top of the Sniper, so Sniper is really strong right now. They're trying to kill this Primal Beast. Primal Beast BKB is over right now, and there is no Malefice, but he is starting to get slowed down. He's X-marked. I'm not sure yet. There is some vision. I'm not sure who has it, but they're able to kill him. Riki dies somewhere on the back lines. He dies to the Primal Beast maybe, but there is no reward. They're staying around, but this is scary. They don't have any. They have Black Hole, but they don't have their Kunkka Rum. They don't have Chaotic Offering yet. And might get scary. Actually, never mind. The Clockwork will end up going down first. They are going on this Enigma with multiple hero bonds again. Everybody is getting so low, and this is the power. The Enigma, after everybody's dead, what do you do? The Enigma can cast the Black Hole with no BKB. If every BKB canceler is dead, the Aura is like another set of map. And look at, and straight like that, they're going for the Rex. Will this be a 2-0 for the Block Esports? It looks like it. They want to force the buyback on the... they really want to force the buyback on the Spectre, but there is no buyback. 50 seconds. We'll see how much they can do. They cannot go for the lane, so they want to go for tier 4s. Not sure if they're like full committing on what's their plan, but at least one tier 4 is the start. Will they go for the second one? They are going for the second one right now. They really want to end this game and go to the grand finals right now. They have the BKB up on the Sniper, they have the Chaotic Offering, they have the bonds, and they're starting to go on the throne. There is no glyph, there is a Beastmaster coming in, they're going straight in the Sniper, there is a Warlock ulti coming in to protect them, the Rum is also, the Sniper is really tanky right now. He's getting healed up by everything, and will he go down? He will, but not before he drops the Spectre after a buyback, and this is a GG. And actually, he lived in the end as well. This is a 5-for-0 trade. They went for the all-in play, but the Warlock late game is insane. And just like that, CDUB Esports will be out of TDL Season 14, and the Block Esports will be going to the Grand Finals. Actually, CDUB, I think there is a third place match, so they probably will be still playing that one. But yeah, an impressive victory from the Block Roar Esports. And like just the Warlock, you have so much AoE damage in this game. You know the bonds. You have the upheaval damage. You have the Enigma with the Midnight Pulse, or yeah, Midnight Pulse, and you have like even just the Shrapnel, even like Kunkka stuff. It's like all AoE, and as soon as the people try to go in and they're all together on the Primal Beast, Clockwork going in, Beastmaster, Spectres are all in the same place and they're all dying at the same time. So it was really impressive from really impressive draft from the Radiant team. Also synergistic. So yeah. With that being said, they'll be going on to the Grand Finals, and I'm done with my casting for today. Thank you if anybody was watching this, and peace.